In the frozen reaches of the Arctic, where the sea breathes mist and the ice hums with quiet strength, lived a young walrus named Willy. Willy wasn't the largest nor the loudest, and when the herd gathered on the ice, his tusks never seemed to gleam quite as long or as proud as the others. He tried to act like it didn't bother him, but each reflection in the still water reminded him of what he lacked. When the older bulls sparred playfully, their tusks clashing like swords of ice, Willy would laugh along, but from the edges, where no one noticed if he didn't join in. Some nights, he'd drift alone on a small piece of ice, tracing the stars with his eyes and wondering why he'd been made smaller. He wished, just once, someone would see him for more than his size. Days turned to weeks, and the Arctic rolled on. Endless white, endless waiting. Then one evening, the silence shattered. A deep, thunderous crack split the ice shelf. The herd scrambled, sliding, roaring, crashing through shards of ice as the floe began to drift apart. Several walruses were trapped on the far side, cut off by a wall of jagged ice. The others were too large to squeeze through the narrow gap. Too large, but not Willy. Fear trembled through him like the cold, but something louder rose inside, the quiet voice that had always said he could be more. He dove beneath the freezing water, heart pounding, tusks glinting faintly in the dark. Through the narrow passage he swam, scraping, pushing, fighting the current, until he surfaced beside the stranded herd. He called out, his deep voice echoing through the cold, strong, certain, unshaken. The herd heard him. They followed his cries, breaking through thinner ice on the other side, reuniting under the pale Arctic sun. For a moment, the others only stared, then gathered around him, touching tusks to his in quiet respect. And for the first time, Willy didn't see his reflection as smaller. He saw it as enough. Because real strength doesn't come from the size of your tusks, it comes from the size of your heart. The Arctic hadn't changed that day, only Willy had, and somehow that was enough.